Eala had barely stepped onto the grounds in Washington, D.C., before something incredible started happening. Cameras turned. Fans rushed closer. Social media feeds exploded. And within minutes, one question was everywhere. Has the DC Open just found its biggest headline before the first ball has even been struck? Nobody expected this level of attention. Not this early. Not this loud. Yet every photo, every wave to the crowd, every confident step across the venue seemed to fuel a growing storm that refused to slow down. The excitement wasn't just about another tournament anymore. It suddenly felt like the arrival of a player carrying the hopes of millions, with expectations climbing higher by the second. Across tennis communities, reactions poured in at lightning speed. Some fans declared this the beginning of Eala's biggest breakthrough. Others warned that the spotlight can be as dangerous as any opponent standing across the net. Every clip from her arrival spread faster than the last, and with each passing hour, the anticipation only intensified. Then came the moment that sent another wave through the tennis world. A short video from Washington began circulating online, prompting thousands of comments and endless debate. Was this simply another tournament entrance? Or was everyone witnessing the start of something far bigger? Because behind the cheers, the cameras, and the growing excitement lies a tournament that could change everything. One unforgettable week. One enormous opportunity. And if the momentum surrounding Eala is any indication, Washington may be about to witness the story nobody saw coming. The energy surrounding the DC Open had been building for days, but everything seemed to shift the moment Eala officially arrived in Washington. It wasn't just another player checking into another tournament. For many fans watching from around the world, this felt like the beginning of a defining chapter in one of tennis's most closely watched young careers. Everywhere she went, cameras followed. Spectators lined the practice courts long before scheduled sessions began, hoping to catch a glimpse of the rising Filipino star, whose journey has captured attention far beyond Southeast Asia. Every warm-up swing, every smile toward the crowd, and every interaction with fans quickly found its way across social media, where clips spread within minutes. That reaction didn't happen overnight. For years, tennis followers have watched Eala steadily climb through the ranks, collecting valuable experience against increasingly difficult competition. Along the way, she built a reputation not only for her aggressive baseline game but also for handling enormous expectations with remarkable composure. Washington represents something different. The DC Open attracts elite competition, established champions, and players eager to build momentum before the season's biggest hard-court events. Every victory carries weight. Every upset changes the conversation. That's exactly why so many people were paying attention. Analysts immediately began discussing potential matchups. Some believed this could be another breakthrough tournament. Others urged caution, pointing out the depth of the field and the razor-thin margins that separate victory from defeat at this level. But fans weren't interested in cautious predictions. They wanted to believe this could be the week everything clicked. Online discussions accelerated throughout the day. Tennis communities debated her draw, her recent form, and whether her improving confidence could translate into a deep tournament run. Supporters highlighted her athleticism, fearless shot-making, and growing experience against top-level opponents. Others reminded everyone that expectations can become an additional opponent. Every young star eventually reaches a moment when the spotlight grows almost as intense as the competition itself. Suddenly, every match becomes a headline. Every point is analyzed. Every win sparks bigger dreams, while every loss invites tougher questions. That is the reality Eala now faces. The attention surrounding her arrival reflected something much larger than one tournament. It reflected the belief that she belongs among the sport's emerging names. Practice sessions became must-watch events for spectators lucky enough to be on site. Coaches observed carefully. Reporters searched for signs of confidence. Fans recorded nearly every rally they could capture from the stands. Even routine moments generated excitement. A clean forehand winner during practice earned applause. A sequence of powerful serves quickly circulated online. Comment sections filled with predictions ranging from cautious optimism to bold declarations that this could become the biggest week of her professional career. Of course, tournaments aren't won on social media. They won under pressure. They're won when breakpoints arrive. They're won when momentum suddenly shifts and players must find another level despite fatigue, expectation, and nerves. Everyone understands that, which is why anticipation continued to grow. The opening rounds suddenly felt much bigger than simple first matches. They became the first test of whether all the excitement surrounding Eala's arrival could translate into results on one of the sport's biggest stages before the US Open. As the tournament prepared to begin, one thing had become impossible to ignore. Eala wasn't arriving in Washington simply hoping to participate. She was arriving with an opportunity to prove that the growing excitement surrounding her isn't just hype. It could be the beginning of something much bigger. As tournament week officially got underway, the atmosphere around the grounds seemed to grow louder with every passing hour. Fans weren't just looking forward to another slate of matches. They were looking for the next breakout performance. And more than a few eyes were fixed on Eala. The attention surrounding her wasn't based on one viral moment alone. It came from years of development, countless hours on court, and a steady progression through increasingly difficult competition. Young players often arrive with promise. Very few arrive carrying the expectations of an entire nation while trying to establish themselves on one of tennis's biggest stages. Washington offered exactly that opportunity. The timing couldn't have been more significant. The North American hardcourt swing is where momentum can change quickly. A strong week doesn't simply earn ranking points. It can reshape confidence, alter future draws, and convince the tennis world that a player is ready for the next level. That's why every practice session, every interview, and every glimpse of preparation attracted attention. Commentators began discussing how Eala's aggressive baseline game might match up against experienced opponents. Analysts highlighted her willingness to take the ball early and dictate rallies, while also pointing out the challenge of maintaining that level against players who have spent years competing at the highest level. The excitement wasn't limited to Washington. Supporters from the Philippines followed every update online, sharing photos, clips, and words of encouragement. Across tennis communities, conversations centered on the same question. Could this be another breakthrough performance? The answer, as always in professional tennis, would come on the court. Every tournament begins with optimism. Every player believes the next match could be the start of something special. But once the first serve is struck, reputation no longer matters. Rankings don't win points. Predictions don't change scoreboards. Execution does. For Eala, that meant embracing the pressure rather than trying to avoid it. Players often speak about controlling the controllables: preparation, focus, movement, and decision-making. Everything else, from headlines to online reactions, is simply background noise. That's easier said than done. Modern tennis unfolds in front of millions of people. Every highlight can go viral within minutes. Every upset sparks debate. Every impressive victory generates new expectations. Learning to navigate that environment is now part of becoming an elite professional. As the opening matches approached, the buzz surrounding Eala reflected something larger than a single tournament. Fans weren't just watching for results. They were watching the evolution of a young player whose career appears to be moving steadily upward. Whether Washington would become another milestone or simply another step in that journey remained to be seen. One thing, however, was already clear. The spotlight wasn't getting any smaller. If anything, it was only getting brighter. The first rounds of a tournament often reveal far more than the scoreboard. They reveal composure. They reveal preparation. And they reveal whether a player is ready to embrace the moment instead of being overwhelmed by it. For Eala, Washington represented another chance to answer those questions on one of the sport's biggest stages. Every match offered an opportunity not only to earn ranking points, but also to demonstrate that her steady rise was no accident. Around the grounds, conversations continued to build. Coaches discussed tactical adjustments. Broadcasters highlighted her recent progress. Fans debated how far she could go if she played her best tennis. Optimism mixed with realism because everyone understood how competitive the field would be. The hardcourt season is unforgiving. One strong performance can propel a player into the spotlight. One difficult match can become a learning experience that shapes the rest of the season. The margins are incredibly small, especially against experienced opponents who know how to manage momentum during critical moments. That is why preparation matters so much. Long before spectators fill the stands, players spend countless hours refining serves, returning difficult shots, improving movement, and rehearsing pressure situations that may last only a few seconds during a match. Those unseen hours often determine the outcome when everything is on the line. For Eala, the excitement surrounding her arrival was only the beginning. The real story would be written point by point, game by game, and match by match. Every successful athlete eventually reaches a stage where expectations rise faster than rankings. Fans begin to dream bigger. Analysts begin asking tougher questions. Opponents prepare more carefully. The spotlight grows brighter, and every performance carries greater significance. Washington felt like one of those moments. Whether it became a breakthrough week or simply another valuable step in her development, it was clear that many people believed her journey was only beginning. And that's what makes sports compelling. Not because the outcome is known in advance, but because every tournament creates the possibility of something memorable. With the opening matches approaching, anticipation reached another level. Soon, speculation would give way to competition, and every prediction would be tested where it matters most: on the court. If this incredible journey has you just as excited as it has tennis fans around the world, don't let the conversation end here. Every tournament has the potential to create unforgettable moments, and Eala's story is still being written one match at a time. The biggest headlines may still be ahead, and you won't want to miss a single one. What do you think? Is Washington the tournament where Eala takes another major step forward? Or do you think an even bigger breakthrough is waiting later this season? Share your predictions in the comments below. We read them all, and some of the best viewer insights will be featured in future videos. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you hit the like button. It helps more tennis fans discover the channel and lets us know you want more coverage of the biggest stories in the sport. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you're always the first to catch our latest breakdowns, tournament updates, player analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories from the world of professional tennis. The hardcourt season is just getting started. The stakes are only getting higher, and every match could change the conversation. Whether it's a stunning upset, a breakout performance, or another unforgettable chapter in Eala's remarkable journey, we'll be here covering every major moment. Thanks for watching, stay passionate about the game, and we'll see you in the next video.